So, we want to find out, the potential of a client, right? And we want to update the potential of a client in HubSpot, right? But before we start finding the potential of all the new clients, right? What I want to do is have a look at this, right? If you can see that we have our friends, Coach Oloboko, Rafael, they've all, invited so many clients and connected, etc. So what can Loboco or Rafael do, right? Let's take Rafael as an example. He's got more than 11,000 people that he has invited. I'm pretty sure he's got more than 1,000 plus connections, right? But he has not updated it on HubSpot. So what Rafael will do, Rafael will basically go to his LinkedIn. He will click on, his network, right? And Rafael will have, some 1,000 or 2,000 connections. So he'll click on his connections, very, very simple, right? And then he will go to all the people who has connected with him, right, on LinkedIn. Now what he can do, okay, he can, all these people are anyway connected with him. What he can do, Rafael, he can click on Faisal or Alison. I mean, obviously, I won't try to do the research for Faisal because he's a part of our own team. But let's say Alison, right? I will click on Alison. I will do my research on what is the potential. So how to find the potential of a client, right? I will find the potential of the client, using my research thing. Let's say Alison and Rahul and Nancy and Ananya. I will find the potential of all these clients. Once I found the potential, I'll come back here. I will choose, let's say, Nancy like this, right? And then update the potential of that particular person to be, actually, I don't even need to come here. I can just update it, from the screen itself. Like click on Nancy. Let's say, imagine this is Nancy. Click on Nancy. Click edit. Then find the potential of that person. Just find the click. Just type potential, and then as soon as potential comes, then say, okay, Nancy has the potential to give us 10 jobs, and then update, right? It's really, really simple. Let me repeat this another time by taking, let's say, Rafael as an example, right? So Rafael has more than, as you can see here, he has connected with more than 11,000 people on LinkedIn. I don't know how many people connected back. I'm assuming it'll be around 1,000 at least easily, right? So how will he know which 1,000? He has to simply go to his thing, click on network, click on connections. He will see all the 1,000 plus connections. You're seeing mine, and that's why you're seeing everybody. But otherwise, you'll see just the 1,000 plus connections. If it was me, it was Rafael, I will see only 1,000 connections. Then amongst the 1,000 connections, you know who's your client and who's your own colleague, right? So for every client who has connected here, come to the, do your research, okay? So for example, if I want to do my research on Ananya, I go to Ananya, I look at, okay, she's a co-founder, which means, big tech. The second question I'll ask is, okay, but is her startup funded or not? So basically, Ananya startup is not funded because I don't see the funding thing. It's less than 2 employees. So I know the formula. I simply say Ananya doesn't have the potential. So I will update no jobs against her thing. But where will I update no jobs against her? I'll go to the contacts. I will edit her potential and I will say no jobs and then press update, right? So one by one, I will go through each one of my connections. Let's say I'm Rafael. I have 1,000 clients that I've connected with. I'll go through each one of my clients one by one, one by one. I will estimate their potential. So for example, if I want to estimate the potential of Anna, I will look at her. She's got, she's the general manager at PepsiCo. She's, I'm not sure, whether she's, what she does. Is she a VP of sales or this thing? So I go inside, I check, the company has more than 179,000 employees. So it's a huge company. So it's an enterprise client. I just don't know what is the work that she does. Is it a part of sales, etc., etc.? So she says she runs a technology venturing arm. It's a bit gray because it is not sales, it's not marketing, it's not business development, it's not client. But I have a hunch that this could be a good one. So I will just put 10 jobs, right, for this person. because this is something to, she is in some kind of a sales thing, but in a very different world altogether. So I'll just, assume that as 10 plus jobs. So this is what I'll do. I will go through every one of my connections who is a client. I will research them. I will see if they are a founder. If they are a founder, is their company funded? If it is funded, definitely 10 jobs. If it is not funded, then 1 job. But if it is a company with less than 10 people, then I will say, I don't want to hunt them. So, I'll say no jobs. Right. So that's how I will do it. So if you update all these potential and come back, like, for example, in this case, or, there are so many people who have updated it, we can take these potential and we can hunt together, when we meet every